Welcome, viewers and listeners, ladies and gentlemen, onto this daily positive living principle channel with your regular anchor. I am your regular anchor, Dr. Daniel Otto, and today we are entering into another interesting session, and I know you will not regret being on this platform. Today we are going to examine why people don't keep up with their New Year resolution. In our previous episode, we talked about formulating and developing New Year resolution. But today, we want to talk about why people don't keep up with their New Year resolution. And this is very, very key. Remember, our New Year resolution is like presenting your budget for the next year. Once you don't have a budget to present, I'm telling you, you will enter that year with nothing to show. You remember that after Christmas celebration, the next thing we need to face is our New Year. And when you underrate your New Year resolution, it's like you're underrating your destiny. So this is very, very key. If you don't present the budget and sign it before the beginning of the year, I'm telling you, you will not be able to see any result in the year. So you can imagine where federal government do not present their budget for the year. How will Nigeria look like? How will that country look like if they don't have the budget? So not having a New Year resolution is like entering a football field without a goalpost. Once you don't have a New Year resolution, brothers and sisters, it's like going to the market without a list, or you are just going without any direction. New Year resolution is your roadmap. It's your Google map. It's your pointer so that you don't go the wrong way when there is a confusion. It is what leads you so that you don't make a mistake along the way. So New Year resolution is very, very key. Studies have shown that out of the 50% of people that formulate or develop their New Year resolution, at the end of the year, only 9% keep up with their New Year resolution to the end of the year. The remaining 41% of people, what happens? Most of them, they don't, normally, either they don't have a formulated one, they have not developed any New Year resolution, or the moment they enter into the year, they forget the New Year resolution. Or most of them, before the middle of the year, most of them, things that happen and all that, they now begin to forget it. And we're here to examine the reasons why people don't keep up with their New Year resolution. This is very key, and I'd like you to take it seriously because this is going to help you, and at the end of the year, your level of productivity will increase because there are 365 days in a year. Each of the day counts. So if you fail to achieve in one of the days, I'm telling you, your outcome will be reduced. So to keep up with your resolution, your productivity for the year, I'm telling you, the new resolution, keeping to it on a daily basis is very, very key. So we are here to actually analyze why do people not keep up with their New Year resolution. First of all, I'd like to say that when there is no readiness, when there is no preparation, when there is lack of the will, when there is no readiness to implement and develop your New Year resolution, it will be very difficult to achieve. What do I mean? Students don't pass exam in the exam hall. They pass exam in the library. And so adequate preparation is very important whenever you are entering into the new year. Your preparation determines your outcome. And so that readiness is very, very key. Readiness, seriousness. You cannot approach the year with a casual approach. Anything taken with casual approach will not lead to gloriousness. For anything to be glorious, it has to be really, really serious. And I can tell you that seriousness is very, very key. What are other reasons? Once there is no review of your past years and previous years of how you felt that year, it is very difficult to achieve in the next year because history is very important. The further backward we go is the further forward we go. So history is very important. How do we do that? You can review your past years by using the SWOT analysis. What do I mean by SWOT analysis? Your strength, your weakness, your opportunities, and your threat. Your threat in that past year needs to be examined so you can have lessons learned. Once you don't learn any lesson in the past year, to know which strength What was your strength in that last year? What was your weakness, so that you can improve on it? What opportunities you need to leverage on for this new year? What are the threats that were threatening you for that last year, so you can avoid them? Those things are very important. So lessons learned will make you to avoid pitfalls, to avoid making mistakes in the next year. And this is very key. And many people don't review their past years. And I tell you, if you can review it, I'm telling you, this year as we enter, you will be full of results. What other things are the reasons why we don't keep up with our New Year resolution? When your resolutions are not smart. Anytime you have an objective, their formulation should be smart. What do I mean by smart? S-M-A-R-T. It has to be specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be realistic and relevant and time-bound. If you don't have a specific agenda, and you have the general agenda, it will not carry. But before you know it, you will be divided before you have a divided attention before the end of the year. So your resolutions are supposed to be measurable. How can you measure them? So you have to put on indicators. What you have put in at the end of the year, how will you measure it? How will you know if you have arrived at where you want to go? Those indicators are very, very important. What you want to do, are they achievable? You can't chew everything at the end of the year. So you have to look through from January to December and take your eye through the years whether what you want to do is even achievable. So it has to be relevant to where you are going, and date must be assigned. Time, deadline has to be there, because time frame is very important. Anything that does not have a date is not implementable. So date is very, very key. And this is one of the reasons why people fail, because their resolutions are not smart. What other things are responsible? Lack of prioritization. We have so many things that are clamoring for our attention. So many things, decisions that one needs to talk about, family issues, this office issues, and we need to prioritize what is needed for our New Year resolution to be achieved. If you don't do that, you will not be able to chew everything at the same time. So you need to rank your resolution based on order of importance, based on order of relevance. So you can have a prioritization matrix, which is very, very key. How do you do that? Rank them in order of priority. Give them numbers, so you take them one by one. So when you are able to finish with the first priority, you can now go on to the other one. So a step at the same time will make you to achieve. And before you know it, at the end of the year, your productivity level will increase. So prioritization is very, very, very key. Once you don't have a result-oriented focus, I am telling you, before the end of the year, you will even forget about your resolution. What do I mean? We are in the area of results. Everybody wants to celebrate results. We are in the generation with the burden of proofs. People want to see results. Nobody wants to celebrate failure. So at the beginning of the year, your focus should be result oriented. What is going to give me results? So nobody celebrates failure. In fact, a failure has no brother, it has no sister. In this our era, nobody wants to care how you get on with the result. But results is the evidence, and evidence is the end of every argument. So my brothers and sisters, before you start the end of the year, you need to be result-oriented focus. That focus and concentration on result is what guarantees your productivity at the end of the year. So this is very key. One of the things that make people not to keep up with their New Year resolution is the blame game, and we need to deal with it. No excuse should be given for lack of performance. Nobody is responsible for your non-performance. You are solely responsible for your destiny. This issue needs to be known from the beginning, so that when another Christmas bell, jingle bell is ringing, you will not be regretting and know of non-achievement. This is very, very key. So the blame game must be stopped. What are other things? Lack of documentation. Any resolution that is not documented, that is not recorded, is not a resolution. So your resolutions must be documented, it must be recorded, it must be reported, it must be written down carefully and put in a place where you can see, to remind yourself, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, wherever. You can put it near your bed in the house, some in the office or in your laptop, where you can regularly assess and begin to assess them, to see how far you are going. This is very important. Many people have their New Year resolution, they don't even write it, they put it in their head. Anything that is in your head is not a resolution. Even God writes. God that does not forget writes to talk more of you as a human being, that your small brain cannot keep up with your resolution. So it must be written down in clear terms and must be placed wherever it is strategic, so you can be looking at it. And once there is a constant, when you are seeing it constantly, reminding yourself of this resolution, I'm telling you, all your focus will be geared towards achievement. This is very, very key. And as you put this into practice, I'm telling you, you will not fail. You will not fail. Your productivity level will rise. Let me give you a story as I begin to round up on this episode, because this is very, very key. New Year resolution should not be copied. You should not compare yourself with another person. You are on your own. Everybody is given a gift and a talent. So you should not copy another person when you are doing your New Year resolution. It will help you to achieve. One day in a biology examination set for students, the examiner or the lecturer now gave a question. Everybody should draw a female reproductive organ, and in an exam hall, it looked so strange to them, because it came to them as like a surprise. So everybody was confused. How were they going to draw this female reproductive organ? While they were struggling to answer, one of the ladies decided to now look down and see whether he can use her own local government headquarters, her female reproductive organ, to be able to draw it. So she decided to open her legs and bend down to see whether he can also draw it from the original. While he was bending down, a guy was very close to him and was watching her closely. So what did the guy do? He now signaled and bring his hand up. He said, "Examiner, sir, invigilator, sir, I have a complaint. There is somebody that is sitting close to me here copying from the original." And everybody, it was like a chaos. What am I saying? You don't need to copy your New Year resolution from anybody. You don't even need to compare yourself with anybody, because comparison is a game of fools. Everybody has their gift. Everybody is giving capacity. Everybody is giving talent. Everybody is giving gifts that you can achieve. So the gift that was given to the other person may not be you. Every comparison will be something to ginger you, to motivate you, and not to demotivate you. So brothers, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to achieve this year, I tell you, if you put all these strategies, all these factors, and listen to them carefully, there is no way you will not achieve. Please follow me gently on this channel, because we are heading somewhere. My objective is that at the end of this year, all of us will be there to analyze and assess and know that we have made a tremendous improvement. That is why we are here. I'd like you to keep focus on this channel, and your life will not remain the same again. Keep on listening to the Daily Positive Living Principle channel. God bless you. Very good.